what's the best way as a user of some software to make the most use out of free trials? And if you run your own website, run your own software, what's the quickest way of preventing people from abusing your free trial system? Now, many people who run their own website have a certain free trial system like I do on here. People can register and try out the service, either a limited version of it or a small part of it, to see if they like it or not. And usually this is a good thing, where people can go in, register, get a taste of what it's like before risking paying for something they're curious about. Now, this in essence is quite good, but some people can abuse this, and honestly I'm guilty of it myself. Aside from just cancelling free trials when they're time-based, like a subscription is 30 days, you cancel on day 29, people can abuse this to have their free trials go on indefinitely or in an unlimited fashion if they register multiple emails. Now, there's many websites like Tempmail, like tempmail.so, like tempmailio.com, which offer you completely free emails that last about an hour usually, somewhere around that, and you register on the site using that, click any verification links you need, and when that is used up, you go change the email, and for free get a completely new email you can abuse again for the free trial. Now, how do you stop this? If you're a how do you stop this if you run your own website like I do and want people to actually pay for the service that they're using? The best way, of course, and it's very quick to do if you know how to, is to first download a compilation of all free temporary domains now that are used in emails. This is one I found that's very good and quite comprehensive. The one I use personally on my website was made by a friend of mine, so I don't exactly know how he made it, but this is publicly available. It's available for free and still very good. So you can go search this up on the search engine of your choice, click view file, and here it is on GitHub, stored in its entirety. Over 180,000 domains, if I'm not mistaken. Save it to your machine and transfer it to the server where your website is hosted. Once you've done that, it's as simple as writing a few lines of code to check your new registrations against this list, and if the domain does appear, then you block it. And let's see this in practice. So, for example, I've even left out a domain that's not been banned in my current list. You can see this is a common temporary domain, and you can easily receive emails on it. So let's try registering on it. And if you're a user of this service, or even like you want to make use of some other subscription models based on a free trial model, then feel free to use this as a guide as well to make sure you can get the most benefit out of it. But as you can see, here in my case, we've registered, and now we can go check our inbox to see the email appearing here for registration. Click refresh. There we go. You can see the email appeared, and the benefit of actually using this is you don't need to make multiple Gmail accounts. Like, from what I know, you can make 4 per device, and Google actually stops you from registering more. And later on, it even becomes a hassle if you want to link a phone number to it to get it verified. So these emails are a very easy way of doing it completely for free and completely very quickly as well for free trials. So now you can see we've registered and we've got 3 tokens. We can go and actually try it out if there's been any data leaks with this website, just for fun. The email itself will probably be randomly generated, but we can go and see for the domain how it's like. No results found, and yeah, that's because it is quite a new domain. If we tried something new, even temp mail, we can see that many people use temporary emails, whether or not they're actual temporary domains or just temporary emails on a more common domain. So you can see it's a very big thing and something you can also take into account for. And that was us trying to log in, and here we succeeded. But how do we protect against it? So again, remember, going back to the domain itself, let's copy it and let's add it to our list of recorded temporary email domains. I'll open it up in NeoVim really quick and just add it to the end of our list. As simple as that. Now, to stop this, to get this to change, I use a nice Python program that goes and checks. Now, I'm not going to show you my full route, my full authorization code, but what I will do is I've put out the relevant code into a simple file, and you can check it on here. So yeah, first of all, we load up the text and split them line by line from my email list. And in case you're wondering, I'm using Python for this, but the logic is still the same regardless of what programming language you're using. Now, once I've loaded all of the lines into the program, I then go and run my register function. Now, this is it in its entirety, but you only really need the first part. So as you can see, we find the domain by splitting everything after the @ So in our case over here, it splits everything after the @ nekab.com. Then it searches simply if the domain is in the blocked domains. And if it is, we instantly raise an HTTP exception and saying that to prevent fraud, disposable email domains are not allowed. And that's it. So the others are just other backup checks in case a person's already registered, for example. Then I get my verification token, my hashed password, I insert the user into the database, and effectively I send the email for verification. So it's as simple as that. Just one function, out of which only a small part is even related to checking the domain for temporary emails. Now, once we again go to our email list, make sure our new domain is here. Oh yeah, made a mistake. Silly me. You just need the domain, so no emails, nothing extra. This will be enough. And reload the project by sudo supervisor ctl restart I to make sure our changes are saved and not gone to waste. And there we go. It should be done now. So let's see, get a fresh email over here. Alright, I've saved you the embarrassment of me doing the capture to get the new email, but you press delete to get rid of the old one. Refresh just refreshes the inbox, but delete gets you a new email. And yeah, okay, let's do this. Boom, we're done. There we go. And let's test it out now if our system worked. We copy the email and now try registering a new account after we've updated the blocking. Let's do a random password. And as you can see, it doesn't even let us register. It gives a small message and we can try a new one. Help me, please. Still won't work. Still the same error. No matter what password you add, still nothing happens. Now if you do change it to a proper one, like gmail.com, and this is your email, john.smith19, for example, then you can register easily. So not all of the emails are blocked, the temporary ones are, but the good ones still stay. It's as simple as that. So I'll go back, still try registering, and nothing will still happen. And all of this with just a few lines of code. So I hope this is it, and hopefully now you'll register to my website with proper emails. Do check out our new packages. Remember that we are temporarily on sale for the Eye of Liberty up until the end of the summer, so would love to see you on here. Hoping that this video will be useful to you, and if you have any other questions then feel free to let me know in the comments down below.